Promotion is something every artist and label wants to get right, but the problem is they don't really know what it is, and this is why they feel like it's impossible to get over that next hump. And I get it, but if you want to truly understand promotions and how to execute them right, tune in to today's episode of the Music Money Makeover Show. First things first is we got to talk about what promotion is and what it is not. So did you know that promotion is an announcement in motion moving through a specific marketplace? Most people don't know how to create this motion. The default is to run an advertisement, but advertising is static. It doesn't move. You can only place it once in a marketplace. And if you want different results, you have to change the ad. Promotion at its core is showcasing music or an artist in the same marketplace through multiple outlets. Once you understand promotion in its basic form, it becomes easy to execute. But if you confuse it with advertising, it will take time before you can use these two strategies effectively. So let me give you an example. Case in point, Spotify ads versus Spotify promotion. So we take Spotify ads, and Spotify ads are normally heard on the free tier in audio form when a song plays and the artist comes behind and says, stream my song, and there's a call to action so that you can go follow them on their profile. The other way it shows up is at the banner ads at the top of the homepage that flash to show you, you know what I mean, new songs that came out. Those are advertisements. They're static. They don't move. You can't move that through the Spotify market all over the place. It just shows up as an audio version and a banner ad version. After that, it's over. It's done. Okay? Now, Spotify promotion is taking the song and getting it on playlists. You can then take that same song and move it from playlist to playlist to playlist, moving it in the marketplace. Proactive motion, moving the song through the marketplace several different times, putting it in several different outlets all over the marketplace. If that doesn't really make sense to you, then let's talk about Instagram, for example. We can place an ad on Instagram and it'll show up in the feed, but the ad is the ad. People can't take that ad and necessarily, they can if they wanted to actually repost the ad. But the ad is what it is. It's static. It doesn't move from page to page. But if we go into Instagram promotion, we can create some organic content, and that organic content will feel less salesy. And then at the same time, people will want to feel more inclined to share it. And then we can take that same content and then move it from page to page to page through content seeding that I'm gonna talk about in a minute. And at the same time, with the song on Instagram, we can also get influencers to use our song in videos, and these can move from influencer pages to pages to pages to pages. That advertisement ain't moving. It's right there. It's going to be what it is. Promotion is all about proactive motion in a marketplace. Okay. Now, if you got that, let's break it down a little bit more because we got to split it into two. Now, let's talk about artist promotion versus music promotion. Artist promotion means placing an artist across multiple markets like social media, radio, and TV to build awareness. And this can be done repeatedly within specific platforms like Instagram or Power 106 or The Today Show to increase visibility in each marketplace. But the same strategy can work for music promotion, all right? I don't want you to think that it doesn't. Remember, promotion is about creating motion by moving your product through the market. That's how you'll succeed. And if you mix up advertisements with promotions, you'll stay stuck. So have you ever noticed how artists do press runs with interviews and podcasts versus DJs actually spinning the record in mix shows? Like when an album is getting ready to come out or a single is getting ready to come out or the single went viral and all that stuff. It's simply because of, the fact that they're doing promotion here. So they're gonna move the artist. We'll set the music aside. The artists themselves will go do the interview. And the interviews will have most of the time the same story talking points. And they'll move the artist from interview to interview to interview to interview. This is promoting the artist. The artist is going on a promo run, okay? Then you can take the music and the music goes from DJ to DJ to DJ. Mix show to mix show to mix show, same song, but actively moving it in the radio marketplace. Well, let's just say you can't afford radio, right? We got to move it down to the podcast marketplace, and we got to move the DJ back down to the Spotify playlist marketplace. Same thing. Again, I already talked about Spotify. Song moves from playlist to playlist to playlist in motion, right? Proactive motion. And the artist move from podcast to podcast to podcast in motion, promoting the artist and then promoting the music. That's all promotion is about, okay? But we have two different sides. We have artist promotion and music promotion, and you use them effectively at two different times for two different reasons, okay? So it's on you to choose your reason, but that's just what it is. Now, once you got that, let's talk about organic content because it actually is the easiest way to promote. It's like gear one on a mountain bike. Organic content is the easiest form of promotion and serves as the foundation of any promotional campaign. After creating content, you can repackage it multiple times in its original form or break it down for distribution across different marketplaces. To effectively promote with it, this must be done. While organic content initially reaches your immediate audience, adding a call to action or a CTA that encourages sharing can transform it into user-generated content. UGC is the ultimate word-of-mouth marketing in today's digital age. And if you consistently create enough organic content, UGC will develop naturally. However, you can't stop there because there is much more that needs to be done promotion-wise. Organic content will not get us the momentum we need alone. So, do you ever notice how people share your content and the views spike? Well, this is because people are sharing things that they're emotionally reacting with. This creates user-generated content. You have some people who will go and create memes out of it, and then you have some people who will take that content and share it on their platform, known as content seeding, and I'm gonna get to it. I know I've been talking about it, but I'm gonna get to it. If you can use your organic content to emotionally impact people, then they will take that content and do whatever they please with it. All you have to do is perfect the way you create your organic content. And once you do that, for the emotional reaction, of course, once you do that, then the organic content becomes the easiest mode to start, all right? After that, we gotta move on to the next step. Now, our influencers are gonna pack more punch than ads. Now, what if I told you that influencers pack more punch than advertisements ever could? The truth is, they have dedicated audiences that often match your targeted demographic. Since people trust influencers more than ads, it's easier to promote an artist or music through them. While reaching out to influencers does take effort, it is worth it. A single post from an active influencer can generate 10 times more impact than a traditional advertisement. And this is just what it is. People see an ad and they think like, yo, what are you trying to sell me? They see an influencer doing something, they say, oh my God, that's so funny, right? And they're relating to it. But I want you to think of the last time you saw an influencer doing an action to a song that you liked, and then that song became either your favorite or it blew up. That's how much effect influencer marketing has on songs. This could be like, and one of my past clients did this and it worked really well for them. They took their song and they targeted people who did sports clips. Not like Bleacher Report, not the big ones, but they targeted all the people that had smaller accounts that did sports clips and highlights. And they said, yo, can you use my song? And they used the song and the song started going up, going up, going up. You can do that same thing over and over again with people who dance, with people who paint, with people who fish, with people who whatever, over and over again. And you gotta have a bunch of them, but at the same time, they're gonna pack way more punch with that promotion than that advertisement would, because it feels like you're not trying to move the song through the marketplace. It just is happening. And the fan or the music lover doesn't know what's going on. They just know they keep hearing this song. Now, here we go. Content aggregators are the secret sauce. Content aggregators have the same impact as influencers, except they aren't people. They obtain their content through a process called content seeding. So it's often easier to work with these organizations when they have smaller followings rather than, larger ones. Content aggregators allow you to break down your original organic content from podcasts and interviews into pieces and distribute them widely for greater artist impact. And you can do the same with your music visuals through social media music blogs that feature the hottest new songs of the week or whatever. And if you skip this method, you'll miss out on significant attention, but get it right and you'll attract all the attention you need. You see what I'm saying? So, and really, because I'm from the old school, this is actually the same as how blogs worked back then. Like I would have my whole index of blogs that I would hit up to get my, songs on. It's the same process. It ain't really changed. But I want you to think about this. If you've ever noticed how you stop to watch bits and pieces of podcasts that don't belong to certain pages, it's the same, it's what's happening. They're taking these bits and pieces of information and aggregating the content into one page, and then people follow that page because they're staying in the know of certain things that's going on. Pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? And so it's easier to get to these pages than it is to get to, let's say, influencers, because sometimes influencers can be shaky. But this is gonna cost you a little bit more, right? Sometimes you gotta use PR organizations to do it, but at the same time, they're going to be a lot more targeted on a specific audience than, let's say, an influencer would be. So they're like tighter than an influencer, but they cost a little bit more than an influencer, depending on how big the page is. All right. Anyway, well, what if you can't afford all this? Because I know you're gonna ask me that. The problem is not affordability. The problem is how much is it costing you to stand in the same place that you've been standing. And that's why it's not a good idea to avoid promotion. You wanna figure out what you can get for low cost or no cost, because if you avoid it, you'll be standing right in the same place that you've been standing. But if you actually attack this whole thing with action, you'll move from one circumstance to the next, and it will be better than where you are right now. You see what I'm saying? I don't want you to not do this thing. But how do I find influencers? Finding influencers is actually not the problem yet again. Your problem is that you're afraid of rejection and people saying, no, I don't want to use your music in my videos, right? The truth is you're already following your first set of influencers. All you gotta do is ask them suckers if they would do something with your song and then wait for the response. Now, if they do, just rinse and repeat the process. But look for people that effectively and actively do influence content. Dancers, DJs, stylists, etc. Don't let the fear of rejection get in your way from moving forward. Now, I'll say this. Some of my clients and friends have gone into the DMs and said, hey, would you mind doing this on my post? Or would you mind sharing this post? And the reason they got the result that they wanted is because they asked. So a lot of times you're not even looking for influencers. It's the people that are already following you. That's it. Just ask them to share your stuff. And then say, hey, look, I'm really trying to promote this record. If you wouldn't mind, could you do something to this song? And if you do it, I'll share it. You know what I mean? Because I really want to promote this record. Just ask, man. Ask and you shall receive. Well, can't I run several ads and get the same effect as promoting? Well, essentially what you're asking is, what can I do to not have to reach out and touch the people? Touching the people yields a way better result than advertisements can. Advertisements are impersonal. Just because you don't want to interact with people to get the job done doesn't mean you shouldn't, avoid, or you should avoid promoting. Advertising has a different effect. Advertising is laser focused, whereas promotion has a wider gap to fill. You cannot substitute advertisement for promotion, because if you do, you'll burn through more capital, your funds, than you'd hope to spend, and it will show itself. Because what will begin to happen is, we spent this money on this ad. Even if you spent $300 on the ad, that's $300 you could have actually kept in your pocket and got some of the influencer marketing done for free by just asking. Remember I said, just got asking, you shall receive. And then if they say it's a fee, and then if they say no, but you really want them to do something, you say, well, how much does it cost? You see what I'm saying? You could have saved that money and did influencer marketing, because many will do it for free. Now, here's what you can do, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your social media platform of choice, and I want you to make a list of all the influencers that you currently watch, and then make a list of all the people that you currently follow who are friends or who know you. Use their link in their bios to see if there's a contact email, and use their DMs to send them a proposal so they can do something with your music. Finally, send them your song, and if they agree to use it, then repeat the process. And then share your results in the Music Moneymakers community beneath this video right now today. And then join me Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to discuss how it went, because we all want to know. Let me say this. When you start implementing these strategies, your followers will grow, leading you to increased revenue and more opportunities to achieve your career goals. This is just going to happen, and I want you to get excited about that. But I'll tell you this much, if you stand still thinking it's going to get you somewhere, you'll just waste a bunch of physical energy trying to maintain that position, and then this will begin to drain you spiritually, because you begin to doubt yourself, and then ultimately you'll start saying, well, this may not really work, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll go do something else. Well, maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't. Well, they said I could and I couldn't, and then you're just in this whole thought cipher that prevents you from actually moving forward. But if you've been struggling with all of this stuff, if you've been struggling with what promotion actually is, how to get the influencers that you need, or just how to use organic content in general, I hope that some of the stuff I said today and the tools that I've given you to become the skilled marketer you've always wanted to be will resonate with you. Music Money Makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com. Jump into the new Music Money Makers community beneath this video right now today. Communicate with me and communicate with others and like-minded artists in that crew. And at the same time, grab the 60-day record label course and the free stuff. Smash the like button, drop a comment, and watch this. Share the video to someone that you think could really benefit from this video today. Even if you email them the link, text them the link, share it. Share it to somebody. And guess what? I'll see you next time. Peace.